And thank you so much for having me here. I am truly honored to be a part of this incredible lineup of powerful women. My name is Michele Bischof. I'm the creator of the Powerhouse Switch, and I help women over 40 stop fighting their bodies and start working with them so they can reclaim their energy, their confidence, and their next level of power. And today I want to talk to you about something that doesn't get discussed enough in rooms like this. Not productivity, not discipline, not doing more, but sustainability. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a moment where you thought to yourself, why am I so exhausted when I'm doing everything right? You're showing up, you're pushing forward, you're doing all the things you've always done, but something feels off. Your energy isn't the same. Your body feels different. Your patience is thinner. Your sleep isn't deep. It's interrupted. And you start wondering, is it hormones? Is it stress? Is it just age? Or is something wrong with me? Is something deeper happening? Because many high-performing women are incredibly good at pushing through. But very few of us were ever taught how to listen to our bodies before burnout happens. And that's the feminine superpower I want to talk to you about today. The ability to listen to your body, regulate your energy, and lead your life from the inside out. Because the truth is, power without regulation eventually leads to burnout. And many high-performing women don't even realize it's happening until their body forces them to pay attention. And that's exactly what happened to me. You wouldn't know this by looking at me today, but about 10 years ago, I was flat out on the floor. I couldn't stand. I couldn't move. My body had collapsed beneath me. The numbness set in. The fear was overwhelming. And I remember lying there thinking, what is happening to me? But in that moment, something else happened too. A decision. I remember saying to myself, whatever this is, I will never feel this powerless ever again. I am not staying here. I am going to do whatever it takes to walk again. But the truth is, I didn't end up on that floor overnight. So let me take you back for a moment. From the outside, I looked like I had it all together. A beautiful family, a home, a career. I was fit, disciplined, driven. But on the inside, I was in turmoil. I had big dreams for my life. But the life I was living didn't match the vision I carried inside. My relationship had cracks. Our finances were strained. I was carrying far more responsibility than I cared to admit. The gym became my outlet. It was the one place where I felt strong. The one place I felt deeply connected to my body. But the pressure in my life kept building. At 16, I left home thinking I could do life on my own. At 20, I became a mom. Not long after, I went through divorce. By 29, I remarried, and I was juggling family, work, and responsibility. And at 35, I had my second baby. 7 months later, my dad was diagnosed with cancer, and 4 weeks after that, he was gone. Grief has a way of settling deep, deep into the body. I went back to the gym because it was the only place I knew how to process what I was feeling. Strength training became therapy. Every rep was releasing something. Pain, my anger, my grief. And for a while, it worked. Until the accident. I was driving when a car came up behind me. I remember looking in the rear view mirror, seeing the car coming fast, bracing for impact. Then the crash. At first, I ignored the pain in my back. Like so many women, we push through. We keep going. We keep showing up for everyone else. But months later, one morning, I got out of bed to go to the gym, and I heard a pop, a loud pop in my back. And suddenly, I was on the floor, unable to stand, unable to move. And the scariest part was not knowing why. At first, I thought maybe it was hormones, maybe it was stress. But what I eventually discovered was that it was a perfect storm. Fractured vertebrae, years of stress stored in my body, unprocessed grief, burnout I refused to acknowledge. And for 2 years after that, I fought my body. I pushed through pain. I ignored all of the signals. I kept trying to force myself back to who I used to be. Until one day, I simply couldn't anymore. I remember lying there in complete exhaustion, begging God to take the pain away. And in that moment, I heard so clearly 2 words: inside out. It was quiet, but it was unmistakable. And in that very moment, something deep shifted inside of me, because I realized something so profound. My body was not my enemy. My body was my messenger. And I want you to pause for a moment and think about this. Have you ever ignored a signal from your body? Maybe exhaustion, maybe brain fog, maybe waking up at 3 a.m. with your mind racing. Maybe your body feeling inflamed, heavy, or disconnected. And maybe part of you has wondered, what is my body trying to tell me? Because our bodies are incredibly intelligent. They are constantly communicating with us. Fatigue, weight gain, hormonal shifts, anxiety, or snapping at the people we love. These are not signs that we are broken. These are signals. Our body is our barometer. But most of us were never taught how to listen. Instead, we're taught push harder, work longer, override exhaustion. And if we're honest, many of us were actually praised for this. We were rewarded for being the strong one, the responsible one, the one who holds it all together. But there's a hidden cost to that identity. Because eventually the body says, enough, no more. And when the body says enough, it often shows up as burnout, exhaustion, inflammation, or hormonal chaos. And suddenly, the strategies that worked for years stop working. And that's when women start thinking something is wrong with them. But the truth is, nothing is wrong with them. Their body is simply asking for a new way. And that's what led me to create the Powerhouse Switch. Because what I discovered through my own personal healing journey is this. Most women are not lacking discipline. They are lacking alignment. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever tried to start over? Maybe a new diet, a new fitness routine, a new habit. And for weeks, you are motivated, you are all in, you're doing all the things. But eventually, life happens, and somehow you end up right back where you started. Not because you're weak, and not because you lack discipline, but because the identity underneath hasn't shifted yet. Identity drives behavior. And if a woman still believes deep down that she is exhausted, overwhelmed, and behind, her nervous system will keep recreating that reality. But when identity shifts, everything changes. And that's why the Powerhouse Switch is built around 3 phases: reset, rewire, reclaim. Reset is where you step off the hamster wheel. This is where we pause long enough to hear what our body is trying to tell us. Reset is all about nervous system regulation. Because when the body starts to feel safe again, sleep improves, energy stabilizes, the body begins to trust again, respond again. The second phase, rewire, this is where identity shifts start to happen. Because the old identity says things like, I'm too tired, I can't, I'll start Monday, I'm too old, I'm not good enough. Rewiring means creating new neuronal pathways through small daily shifts. Science shows us that the brain is adaptable, and every thought we repeat, every action we take is wiring our future identity. Most of our thoughts are subconscious thoughts. 95% of our thoughts are subconscious. That means we're literally we're on autopilot all of the time. We're not even aware of the things that we think and the memories and the things, our beliefs, stories that we have stored in our mind. So the rewiring is such a powerful, powerful stage where we identify, we create awareness and take the action aligned step. The third phase, this is reclaim. This is where we rise, reclaiming your body, your energy, your confidence, your power. Reclaiming the fire you've dimmed to fit in to an old story. Stepping boldly into your 10.0 self, the fullest version of who you are meant to be. So, what does it mean to be a powerhouse? Being a powerhouse isn't about doing it all, hustling harder, or pretending you have it all together. A powerhouse woman is someone who knows her worth. She protects her energy like it's sacred currency because it is. She moves with purpose, not pressure. She leads not just with strength, but with heart. She lives within alignment in her truth. A powerhouse woman knows she can lead with softness. She speaks her truth. And so today I want to share with you 3 strategies that you can actually start doing today to step into your powerhouse self, into your 10.0 self. The first one, protect your energy with boundaries. Say yes to what fuels you and no to what drains you. Boundaries aren't walls. They are doors you consciously choose to open or close. The second thing, micro shifts, not massive leaps. Healing and transformation doesn't happen in one big gesture. It happens in tiny, consistent micro choices. Maybe it's 5 minutes of breath work, or a glass of water with every meal, or a single empowered no. Small actions create momentum. And the third thing, anchor your worth daily. Every morning, remind yourself, I am not my to-do list. I am not my mistakes. I am enough. This isn't fluff. This literally rewires your brain over time. These micro shifts, these tiny actions, through repetition, you start to embody, create a new frequency, you regulate and you shift, and transformation happens over time. When you reset, rewire, reclaim, you're not just changing your habits, you're stepping into your new identity. That is the Powerhouse Switch, a full body identity shift, born from my own personal transformation. If I can walk through the fire, so can you. Now, you do not lose your power in your 40s and 50s. You just refine it, you deepen it, you embody it. And when a woman learns to regulate at the root, she stops fighting her body. She reconnects to herself. She listens to the quiet signals that she's been ignoring. She stabilizes her energy, her nervous system regulates, and her presence expands. And she ignites her fire, not by forcing it, but by finally aligning to her body, mind, and energy from the inside out. Now, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Where in your life have you been forcing? Where have you been trying to push through instead of listen? What part of you has been quietly asking for more attention? That flicker inside you, that nudge you feel, that's your intuition calling you forward. It's saying, hey, there's another way. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to push. You don't have to add more pressure. You can step into more energy, more confidence, more power, starting right now, today. If you feel that stirring, that flicker, that spark, don't ignore it. Start with the simple Powerhouse checkpoint. It's a quick 3-minute self-audit tool to discover where your energy is leaking, what's holding you back, and exactly what to do next. And if you're ready to go deeper, I would absolutely love to support you, to help you map out a personal plan, to help you take check of where you're at and create a roadmap. Together, we can uncover what's holding you back and that map out a pathway for you to gaining your power back. Remember, your fire has never been gone. Maybe it's buried, maybe it's been dimmed, but it's not gone. And the moment is now. It's time to reignite it now. Time to step into your brilliance. So if you're ready to walk through the fire, if something stirs deep inside you and you know you're meant for more, reach out to me. I would absolutely love to support you in your journey. You can connect with me on my socials, Michele Holistic Fitness. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook and LinkedIn. I would absolutely love for you to join me in creating movement globally where women step boldly into their 10.0 selves. If you're looking for guidance, for support, reach out to me. I'd be so honored to do this with you.